Well, the problem with America's food system is that it is a fundamentally anti-environmental system. I mean, it comes from a mechanical paradigm that life is fundamentally mechanical, that whatever I can conceive to do to this, this pig, which is just simply a pile of inanimate protoplasmic structure that I can manipulate however I want to. That's a very mechanical view. It's no more sacred than a copper widget or a plastic doll. All right, and life is fundamentally sacred. There's a reason why we should respect and honor the pigness of pigs. We should be thinking, how can we grow pigs in a way that allows them to fully express their pigness? Because it's in that ethical dimension that we create a framework to preserve how we allow Tom to express his Tomness and Mary her Maryness. I mean, that is all wrapped up in the ethical dimension of the pigness of the pig. Our food system doesn't ask that. It doesn't ask, how do we preserve nutritional integrity? It's just, how can we throw more stuff as cheap as we can on a plate? And that shortcuts nutrition. So now the U.S. leads the world in the 5 leading chronic indicators of disease problems. We lead the world. We lead the world. This is not something we should be proud of, that we're the #1 leader in chronic, disease. So, and we're desertifying the soil. We're losing our soil faster. We have more pathogenicity, toxicity, salmonella, E. coli. I mean, all these things. Our food is bathed in chemicals. Our food is, on many cases, it won't even rot, which means we're trying to feed life with things that aren't even living. There's a fundamental flaw in our food system. This is not a friend you want to be a part of. And so, I suggest that we opt out. And the biblical principle of the broad way and the narrow way encompasses all of life. There's a broad and easy way to just live, eat, whatever, and make it real easy. But it leads to destruction. Type 2 diabetes, arthritis, hospital bills, soil depletion, desertification, toxicity, pathogenicity. I mean, and so we want to choose a fundamentally healing approach. And so we want to look at the food system and the farming system and say, how do we heal? How do we heal the soil? How do we heal the food? How do we heal the animals? How do we heal the plants? How do we heal ourselves through this? And when we start asking that kind of question, suddenly we embrace this glorious health of abundance that God's grace wants to pour out on us. And we begin to participate in that viscerally, while we also participate in it spiritually. And now the two worlds synergize as opposed to competing. And that's a great place to be.